Studios. Alabama Live.
Welcome back to Alabama Live. You know, recent high school graduates may be ready to move out to college or an apartment, but are they prepared for the adult responsibilities? That's something the parents worry about. Potential Magazine has a great checklist that we're about to go over. We have publisher Pam Mashburn here to tell us more about that during our parent-to-parent segment. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks.
This is such a big step for these students, but it's a big step for their parents, too.
It is. It's hard for us to let go.
It is, especially if we're not sure that they're prepared for this.
Right, because, you know, we've been taking care of them for 18, 19, however many years.
Yes.
And we think they've been watching us as we, like, do some things around the house and whatever, but they're not.
No.
They're on their phones and they're doing other things.
They don't worry about that. Mom's
No,
got it.
it magically appears.
Mom's not going to have it. So where do we need to start with
Okay,
this
so here were
conversation?
some things. We talked to some other parents on our parent council, and some things were, one is have some ideas of meals to make when you get out.
Okay.
Like, instead of just going to the grocery store and just grabbing the junk food, let's, you know, what would you make? Do you know how to make macaroni and cheese? Now, they mostly know how to do some things, but just some healthy things.
Yes.
Okay, the other one that kind of went along with that is how to avoid food poisoning.
Yeah.
So if that meat's been in there for, you know, too long, you don't need to use it. After 3 days, throw it away. I mean,
Because they have not been doing
No.
that. Mom's been doing
Mom's
that,
been
or
throwing
Dad's
away.
been doing that. The kids have not had to worry about whether this is good or bad or whatever, because Mom has been taking
That's right.
care of that. So that is very, very
I
important.
know. Don't go to the fraternity house and eat the leftovers the next day from the party, because they're not going to be good.
They're not good. You don't know what party that's even from. I mean, they have so
I
many
know, double
parties.
dippers, you know.
Oh my goodness. Laundry's a big one.
Laundry's a big one, because
Yeah.
they mostly, I mean, when they come home with the pink clothes, because they're red, something went in there.
Yeah.
But, you know, laundry is kind of basic, but they may not know how to do, like, some of the, you know, getting stains out and stuff. So otherwise, we're going to end up having to buy more clothes for them.
Or
so
a schedule for your laundry that you need to do it
Yeah.
every few days. Or, you know what I mean? Like, they'll let it pile up and then it gets overwhelming. Just get on a schedule about some
Right.
of these things. Laundry's a good thing to teach them with that.
Okay, home maintenance. This was not one that I thought about, but especially if they're living in a trailer or an apartment or something, is to know how to check fuses, like
Yeah.
to check the electrical box. And the other one is really important to the Mashburns, and that is you find a toilet plunger and you do it yourself. Don't you call me, because I am not coming over there to plunger out your toilet. So, and then the other thing when they move out is managing unstructured time. You know,
Yes.
a lot of times, especially in college, kids will think, oh, I've got all this free time. No, you really don't. You just have time that you need to learn how to structure.
Yeah, and you could be doing some of those things like laundry.
That's right.
All right, so basic car maintenance. I don't even know how to do most things with the car. Call AAA. That's pretty much my advice.
Which is
for
a
them.
good, which is a great
Okay.
service for them to have, but especially for the girls if they get. But you know, knowing how often to change the oil in your car is
Check
a
your
main
tires,
thing. Yeah.
the tire pressure, and what's the little penny test that you check?
Oh,
the
yeah, on
tread
your
and all of
treads.
that?
That's right, yeah.
So little simple things like that.
And then
Okay.
also knowing how to parallel park. You know, it's not required by the DMV to know how to parallel park to get your license.
You know how to parallel park?
I do know how to parallel park because I
Okay.
used to live in downtown Atlanta. You have to know how to, and if you don't know how to parallel park, as my husband says, move over and let your girlfriend do it. So boys and girls need to know how to parallel park. You know, along with that, when you get pulled over by the police, because you will at some point, do you know what to pull out? You know, your registration card. So those are.
And there's a way to do it. I mean, let them
Yes.
get there so they can see you actually go in the glove box and things like that, because they are.
They're
I
nervous
can't
when that
even
happens.
Imagine what that's like to walk up on a stranger's car and find out more about that. So
Yes.
if you're doing that, then you know you got to know how to handle that situation.
Right.
First aid. A lot of people don't think about that
Yes.
until it's too late, until they need it.
Right, and I do think that just getting them a first aid kit is probably the best idea, just because they'll know, oh, that red box is what that's for.
And then one for the apartment or wherever they're staying, and one for the car.
For their
Get
car,
into
that's a
couple
great
of
one.
Places. Yeah.
And then another is, you know, once they're 18, they can go on their doctor's appointments by themselves. And
Yeah.
if they're moving away somewhere else, even if it's 2 hours, to help them understand, like, when you go to the doctor, you need to ask them these things. This is how you make your appointment. Where's
Yes.
the insurance card?
This
How do you
is
do the
deductible,
copay?
all
Exactly.
of that. Absolutely, yeah. Severe weather is another good one, and I also like what you put on here, and I think this might be the most important of all, being a good judge of character.
Yes.
Being
yes.
a good judge of character. You don't want to be scammed. That's one of the big things that
Right.
happens to them. You don't want to be a victim of crime. So you really got to be careful who you deal with. They're
Yes.
friendly, nice people. They
And
want to
it's
meet
your
all these
roommates,
people.
friends of a friend. You know, just be cautious and put some stuff away when you
We
know
don't
people are
your
coming
roommate's
over.
Cousin. Yeah, we don't know your roommate's cousin.
That's
like
right.
That. So yeah, might want to lock up something.
Right, and just
when they
know
come
if
over.
there is bad weather, where is that safe place? You know, I know in Auburn, the library gets pretty full because the kids that are staying in the trailer park parks, they all go to the library at night because it's open all night. So make sure your kid knows, or your son or daughter knows where they should go in the case of an emergency.
Yeah, and let them know that they can always
Come home. We love you.
Please come home. Thank you so much for being here. It's always so good to see you.
Thanks,
And if
Tanya.
you want to know more, that is Potential Magazine with those cute graduates on the front. We're excited for them and everything to come in their life. We're excited for you too. Great publication. And we'll see you next
Tanya.
time, okay?
Okay, see you next